My name is Joe Baker. I'm one of the owners here at Baker Farms. Started off with my dad. We was probably growing 3 to 5 acres of cabbage, a few acres of squash, traditional row crops in South Georgia, peanuts and cotton and so forth. Now we've gone from that to where we're at today. It is very humbling to just look back over the years and see where we've come from.
Me and my brother and my sister, we grew up, all of us working on the farm, all of us trying to provide and make the farm grow, always keeping that family-oriented aspect to it. We've never fell away from that, which is important to all of us.
I married into the Bakers, some of the nicest folks you'll ever meet. When I finished my college degree, I came out with an accounting degree, and my brother-in-law offered me a job just helping part-time while I was finishing school. And by the time I had finished school, I'd made my mind up that, hey, I wanted to farm and farm with this family. And at that time, my father-in-law, he had the wisdom to let me and my brother-in-law take over a lot of the farming stuff. And, they just have always been the type of people to let people go and reach their potential and not hinder those people by standing over them and making decisions for them. So it's been a great relationship with this family.
I've always stressed the quality, and my children worked hard to make sure we had that quality, and I think that's been a big part of our success.
I pretty much oversee all the guys that works in the fields on the tractors. Yeah, it's pretty much 24 hours, 7 days a week, but it's a lot of fun, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Every time another family member has joined the operation has continued to grow. I mean, I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for family. And then when I say family, I don't mean just siblings.
If it's turnips, if it's curly, if it's kale or collards, when it's ready, I just tell them it's ready and we start harvest.
Jorge has been with this company for 30 years. Some of his story is just unbelievable, how he started at the very bottom, was working actually with some of his uncles that were overseers at the time. And through the years, he's just taken on more responsibility.
I start from the cropping, greens, squash, cabbages. Now I'm supervisor, the crew on the field. So I got some people, they've been working for Baker Farm for 22 years on a H2A program. I train them in Mexico, and then by the time they get to Baker Farms, they got a little experience, and we teach them some more. I got 2, 3 families. I had the grandpa here, and then the son, and then the grandson. The daddy teach the son, or the uncle teach the nephew, so it's why you see what you see. Is they get the practice and the experience quicker.
The people are the backbone of an organization, and we can't forget that. And what Jorge is so good at doing is not just giving directions to those people, but ministering to those people when they have certain needs, whether it be family, personal. That's a big part that a lot of people seem to forget, is that those guys, they have families at home that have things come up. They have issues that they're dealing with, and he does a great job of taking care of a lot of those needs.
I feel good. They real good people, and I never thought we was going to be here all these years. But we're here for 29 years with Baker Farms. I'm so proud.
We're harvesting curly mustard. We grow collards, kale, mustard, turnips. We grow cilantro, we grow parsley, beets, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. Today, as you can tell, we're harvesting curly mustard, which when we get through, it'll go to our packing facility. Some will be packed and shipped out directly to retailers, some to wholesalers. We ship all the way from, Miami, pretty much all over the country.
One thing you notice walking around a greens packing shed is the water on the floor. There's so much ice used to cool those greens.
Basically, when we're busy, it takes around 200 to 220 tons of ice a day just to do, with our greens and our other wet items that it takes ice to do. My brother can tell you more about the ice machine and the daily activities that go on at the processing plant. I mean, he manages that and looks after that.
I went into medicine, worked in ICU, CCU, took a lot of sciences, obviously, with that particular background. So for me, it was important to come in and try to help build that foundation with regards to the science and the engineering and the computers, so that that next generation could benefit from that. Well, we start off with, as a product comes in, the product is cooled for 24 to 48 hours. That is in a bulk aspect. That is then placed on conveyors. It goes through multiple staging areas where it's graded. They grade out any bad leaves they may find and things like that. It goes through a first wash tank. Everything's very computerized and monitored. We truly wash in a triple wash system. As you look through the process, you'll see where you've got 3 tanks in line in a linear fashion. This allows that green or the product, whatever that product may be, to actually be submerged and cleansed in 3 different vats. Some operations use 1 vat and they'll run it through 3 different times. We actually use 3 separate vats. Every product that we actually dry, when we remove the water out of it, the important aspect of removing that water is you want to remove enough but not too much. That gets into shelf life. You don't want to damage that product. You want to make sure it's done proper. So each product that we run and every drying unit we have runs through a program that I've set up that allows you to bring out enough moisture, but not too much. That way when it goes into the bag and in that controlled atmosphere in that bag, it gives it a better, longer, safer shelf life. To me, being in the science background, that gives me a lot more control, and I like control. I like to be able to monitor and control to, again, give that cleanly aspect that we want to the products we're providing to the public.
You see in this cooler a lot of our value-added product. That just means our bagged and chopped up greens. You know, we made the decision to go into that venture about 7 years ago, and we've seen our company just explode. We realized that people wanted a ready-to-eat product, and we wanted to make that offering, and we took a big chance, and it's worked out well for us. It takes a lot of technology now to get data in front of us to make decisions, and the better decisions we can make in the growing process, the better and fresher the product is for the consumer. You know, that's the ultimate goal, is to put the best looking product on that consumer's plate for consumption.
We really feel like our product is the best, safest product there is. I feed this same product to my family. I feed this same product to my mother, my father, my kids. There's only one way, and that's the right way. And as bakers, that's what we feel is very important.
Once you get farming in your blood, you know, you may get away from it. You come back, and it gives you opportunity to spend more time with your children, your grandchildren, and that's the important thing in life.